Alright, where you at? You're not in your room. Doesn't he know it's his 10th anniversary? Hey, you out here taking a crap? Hey, where you at, man? You need to make a video for this 10th anniversary. There you are.
What do you want, disembodied voice?
So what, you're sulking now?
You know, I am sulking.
Why are you sulking?
Maybe because I made a promise to myself that by the end of the year I'd have at least 100 subscribers. And you know what? I'm still at 30-something subscribers. So honestly, I'm just trying to figure out what the hell the point of it is. Huh?
What?
You know, just...
You better find motivation to get off that
This whole
couch.
YouTube stuff seems far-fetched anyway.
But your 10th year anniversary.
I don't know why I should keep trying. You know, I make these videos, nobody watches them. Just, I don't know what you want me to do.
Oh, are you kidding me?
I don't care if it's my 10th year anniversary. It's my 10th year being
You better get up.
And my 10th year being a loser.
You're really starting to piss me off. You better get up right now.
I don't feel like it anymore, okay?
Boy, I'm telling you to get up.
What are you gonna do if I don't? Stop your belly aching and get up. What the? Who are you? How'd you get in my house? Well, you know what? It doesn't matter, because I know you'll leave it in a body bag. About to make you regret coming in here. Is that the best you can do? Give me them. So this is the thanks I get for all the years of helping you. Though to be fair to you, this is the first time you've seen me in this form. Hey, disembodied voice. Are you just gonna hang out over there the whole video? I'm just gonna make sure you finish this video. Because if you don't, I'm gonna go outside to try out these nunchucks again. Okay, do it now. Please help me with the nunchucks again. Okay, so, the 2010 is an interesting year for gaming. There was a lot of amazing games that came out in the 2010s. So I decided to go through each year and tell you what my favorite games were from that. Also, my channel turned 10 this year, so... You know, happy 10th year anniversary! Yeah! 10 years is still nothing to show for it. But whatever. I mean, technically my channel turned 10 in December, but this video is not getting out until January. But then again, I was supposed to do this video last year, but because of how crazy 2020 was, like, I wasn't able to get to it until this year. But yeah, top 10 games of the decade, no particular order. Now let's start with 2010. Sonic Colors. The game that single-handedly put faith in the 3D Sonic games again. Where does the time go? I remember getting this game for Christmas and then playing the hell out of it. Man, I had a lot of good memories of this game. I always had a big, goofy smile on my face every time I played it. Because everything about it was just so good to me. The concept, The graphics, the gameplay, the music. The music! I'm gonna reach for the stars? Are you kidding me? That is one of the best Sonic themes ever. And people always want to get on me because this is one of my favorites. Like, just... So, have you played Sonic Colors? Do you guys not realize how amazing this game is? How colorful, how graphical it is? Look at Sonic Colors. You cannot sit up there and watch this intro and tell me you don't want to play Sonic Colors. In fact, I want to go play it right now. Too bad I don't have a Wii anymore. Well, actually, I do have a Wii. I just don't have cables for it. Or a Wii and nunchucks. And I am not buying any... I am not paying for that stuff online because I already know it's going to be expensive. It cost me an arm and a leg. But I digress from my point. The thing that really sealed it for me, though, was the way this game ended. It, in my opinion, had one of the best ending bosses in any games. Also, that was a little bit of foreshadowing I just did there. Top 10 final boss is coming. But let's get through this video first. Mortal Kombat 9. This is how you reboot a series. Like, for real. But before Mortal Kombat's story started to get a little convoluted. Sorry, Mortal Kombat 11. As good as you are, your story's kind of convoluted. But yeah, and I guess this is kind of where the convolutedness started. But before all of that, we had what is one of the best video game reboots in recent history. Like, basically Raiden had failed, so he has to go back in time and literally reboot the timeline. Because they go all the way back to what's canonically Mortal Kombat 1. Like, just... but enough about the story. You already know what happened. Let's talk the roster. Everybody got some improvements. Like, everybody got... I don't even know how to describe it. Polished up, I guess is what I mean. Like their fighting style got... not built back up from the ground up. It was more like... It was more like enhanced. Also, they got rid of the 3D gimmick. Even though it wasn't really terrible. Except for an Armageddon. But we don't talk about Armageddon. But yeah, Mortal Kombat 9. Just an amazing fighting game. I remember being really hyped for this one. Being so excited when I finally got it for my birthday. Yeah. Mortal Kombat 9. Why has Icarus Uprising not gotten a sequel yet? This is easily one of the best games I've played. Easily my favorite game on the 3DS. Well, it's tied for my favorite game on the 3DS. But that's not the point. Like, this breathed new life into a franchise that previously didn't have much to it. It gave personality to all the characters that are previously in it. And all the new characters that added are just awesome. Like, just people really love Hades. Like, this game put Hades on the map again, man. People love this particular version of Hades. I mean, I personally love, this particular version of Pit. He's a goofball. Palutena, she's kind of a... I'm not gonna lie. Palutena kind of mean, but it still kind of works. And then they give him an edgy rival who's also his twin brother. What? For real? Seriously, what's all these games and the rivals looking like? What is with games that having a rival who looks like the main character? Oh man, Babariti. Oh my god. I haven't even talked about the gameplay yet. It's essentially bullet hell mixed with, like, on-rail shooters. Like, just, man, there's just so many customized, and then the amount of weapons you have in this game that you're able to customize to your heart's content. So many weapons classes, it's kind of nuts, man. But getting back to that story, like, I love that. I love that on the bottom screen, the characters will be like talking to each other, and it just, man, Icarus Uprising is just so good. If you stop at 3DS and you haven't played Icarus Uprising yet, go find a copy of Icarus Uprising and go play it. It's worth it, trust me. Now, a lot of people said this wasn't a good Pokemon game because it was too easy, but I don't think a game's difficulty should dictate how much you actually love it or not. I mean, a lot of Kirby games are easy, but a lot of people still love those games. Xenoblade is really hard, but I still find myself enjoying that game. So yeah, I don't think difficulty should dictate that. With that being said, Pokemon X and Y. It's a good Pokemon game. Like, the starter trio for this one, just iconic starter trios, man. Almost as iconic as the original, to be honest with you. I know everybody's favorite was Froakie, but I had to go with Fennekin. That's my favorite starter, my favorite fire type starter. The new Pokemon that they added. I mean, if I could say one negative thing about it, it's the fact that Mega Evolutions kinda broke the meta. Because there were certain Pokemon Mega Evolution that would just completely break matches in half. Well, how busted they were. Probably why Game Freak decided to get rid of Mega Evolutions. Man, they really gotta stop doing that. Introducing a cool concept for one game and then just ditching it for the next. But yeah, I also really enjoyed the story. Although it is a little weird that dude decided to do that with a Pokemon. Would that be bestiality? I hope I don't get monetized for saying that. If enough people see this video anyway. But yeah, Pokemon X and Y. One of my favorite Pokemon games. Ah, yeah, Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. A lot of people's favorite Shantae game. And personally, my second favorite Shantae game. Oh, yeah. It's a lot of people's favorite Shantae game, despite the fact that it's the least like a Shantae game out of all of them. Essentially, there's no animal transformations, but you do get these pirate weapons and pirate powers you can use. Had to activate, not through dancing, but through certain button presses. Shantae and the Seven Sirens would attempt to do something similar a few years later. Because people love the pirate weapon system so much. And if I'm being honest, again, it had a really good final boss fight. Man, and the music. I can't talk about the music enough. The story was just really funny, and the characters were enjoyable as always. But yeah, Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. If you haven't played this one yet, go play it. Because I can't recommend it enough. It's available on the Switch. Man. And we come to easily the most divisive pick on my list, Fire Emblem Fates. Now, a lot of people didn't like Fire Emblem Fates because they didn't really like the story. And I don't understand that. I thought the story was fine. The story was perfectly good. And what I really love about it, though, is the multiple pathways. You could go with your birth family, those Shidos, and play through Birthright. Or you could go with your adopted family, the Norians, and go down Conquest. Or you could tell your family to stop bickering with each other. I need your help with this, and play through Revelations, which is the one I personally go with almost every time. Like Revelations is personally my favorite, path because I don't know. I like seeing a good enemies turn to friends storyline. It's just like I hate you too, man. After an intense experience, it's just like, bro, come here, man. Come here, man. I love you. I love you too, man. That was crazy. That type of deal. And that's pretty much what happens with a lot of these characters too. And again, it's really nice to see these two kingdoms just, bury to bury the hatchet. It's just like, it's just like. But yeah, I haven't even gotten into the gameplay yet. I mean, it's your standard Fire Emblem game, but it did something that always annoyed me in these Fire Emblem games. It got rid of weapon durability. Weapon durability. Man. Also, some of the classes in here. Man, was I the only one that loved the Kishin Knight? The Kenshin Knight? The one where you got to ride around the giant bird. Yeah, that class was cold. Also, the huge roster, just... Man. It's just full of so many good characters. Well... Most of them are good. I'm looking at you, Perry. And no, I don't care that we have the same hair color. Okay, so a little backstory before I begin this entry. Up until 2018, I didn't know much about the Persona series outside of Persona 4 Arena and Burry's Blue Cross Tag Battle. All I know is there were kids that could summon stands, and that's it. And ironically enough, a later entry down down this list, I think you know what I'm talking about. Got me interested in Persona 5, and my friends, played it, loved it. Pretty much told me to go through and play Persona 5, right? So I go through and I play it, and I'm just like, huh. Oh, wow. Just so many interesting things about it. Just, its philosophy about life, and just, the message it's trying to present to you, just... it's one of those games that really gets you to sit down and think after you're done playing it. Or sometimes during, it's a pretty deep game. But from that here, it's got nothing of the Shin Megami Tensei series. But yeah, Persona 5 is an amazing game. Graphics, gameplay, music. Man. It's definitely a fun dungeon crawler. Even though some of the dungeons can be either too long or too annoying to get through. I'm looking at you, Okumura! And somehow they made Okumura's palace worse than the royal. How do you do that? But yeah, Persona 5 is an amazing game, and you should definitely, give it a gameplay. It definitely got me interested in playing the other Persona games. In fact, I actually went back and played 4. I'd have gone back and played 3, but I don't have a way to do that. I could just emulate it. I mean, allegedly emulate it. But yeah, man, just Persona 5, good game. Here we go, off the rails. Don't you know it's time to raise the sails? It's freedom like you never will. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. Super Mario Odyssey. I did not think there was going to be a Mario game that was going to be able to top Super Mario Galaxy for me. But Super Mario Odyssey still didn't. But it and Super Mario Galaxy are tied for my favorite Mario game of all time. My favorite 3D Mario game anyway. Because just Super Mario Odyssey. This game is so fun to run around in. And the options that you can select, in terms of clothing, you actually need certain clothing to do certain missions. Man. And the graphics. This is one of the prettiest games on the Switch. Man. There's so much to do, so much to see in Super Mario Odyssey. One thing I don't really like is the ending of Super Mario Odyssey. Peach rejects both Bowser and Mario. Really, Nintendo? We're gonna treat kidnapping like it's just an okay thing to do. We're just gonna brush over the fact. Really. But bad ending aside. Well, not bad. And ending that could have used some work aside. This is still a really good game. The good definitely outweighs the bad. So just, and that ending certainly didn't ruin the rest of the game for me. Although Nintendo, if you're gonna put story in a Mario game, you can do better than that, please. Or just don't bother with the story at all. Personally, I think it's past time you guys try a Mario game with a story. But I digress on my point. Super Mario Odyssey is an amazing game for the Switch. And if you don't have it, come on, man. Y'all knew this was coming. Don't act surprised. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Easily the best game of this year. Do I have to explain why? The amount of characters, the amount of polish was put into this game. Some characters' movesets got improved. Ganondorf. Some characters get new appearances. Zelda. Every character has a little more personality and life in them. Yeah, some characters getting huge buffs. Luigi, looking way more aggressive. My personal favorite character. Also, this game finally gave me the one character I've been asking for years. Yes, this game finally put in the girl Daisy. For real, man. Like, that was the one character I wanted, so... And they're still making DLC for this game, too. We done got some crazy characters, too, for this DLC, as you guys probably already know. I mean, I alluded to it already, but they really added Joker and Persona 5 up in here. Terry Bogard. And then Steve from Minecraft. Oh, and Sephiroth. How did I forget about Sephiroth? Like, honestly... I'm just happy they put Daisy in it, so even if I don't get my number one pick for DLC, then that's fine. But it would be so awesome if you guys could put Shantae in. But yes, Smash Bros. Ultimate. I think I rambled on enough. Now, Luigi's my favorite video game character of all time. So naturally, I mess with the Luigi's Haunted Mansion franchise. And number 3 is easily the best one. Now, why do I say this? Because it improves upon a lot of the problems I had with the first two. Now, the first one, it was the controls. I don't know if it was because I was playing on a 3DS, or if that's how it actually felt in the GameCube, but playing it was a chore and a half. Like, moving that camera around, moving the stick around for the poltergust was really annoying. And the second game, the mission-based structure got a little monotonous after a while. It's like, what? Shouldn't we just be doing this all at once instead of breaking it up into missions? I mean, I guess they did that to make it so it wouldn't, be as daunting to players. Sorry. But yeah, just Luigi's Mansion 3 fixes a lot of those problems. The controls are good, and it does away with the mission-based structure. You not just go from floor to floor clearing it. And also it added a bunch of new features and things I really love. Like that I really hope come back for a future sequel to Luigi's Mansion. Like slamming ghosts around is so satisfying. And never gets tiring. Like, Luigi is tired of these goddamn ghosts in this goddamn mansion. And these goddamn mansions. Like my man is really out here. Beating the crap out of these ghosts. Also, I love a lot of the themes and puzzles. For each one of these. For each one of the floors you have to encounter. Oh, and yeah, man, Luigi's Haunted Mansion, it's one of my favorite games to play around Halloween. I recently made a top 10 list about my favorite bosses in that game. You should definitely go check that out after watching this one. Well, those are my top 10 games of the decade. To anybody that watched this, which is probably no one. Seriously, why'd you make me do this? Okay. I know it can seem hard, almost 10 years and barely a subscriber to your name, but you know what? Nothing worth having is easily attained. You gotta keep going. You gotta keep your head up. You get there eventually. If you just keep trying. You're a capable guy. You know what? I'm gonna keep trying. Cause one of these days, I'm gonna reach a larger audience. Thanks for the words of encouragement, disembodied voice. Enough of the disembodied voice already. You can call me Vexus. Vex, is that like a code name or something? What kind of name is that? Vexus? Vexus? Where'd you go?
Up here.
Huh.
Sorry, it's really difficult to maintain a physical form. So on back to this.
How'd you just do the...
I'll explain that to you in due time.
Alright then. It's been an amazing 10 years on YouTube. I hope to continue making videos. Man, I cannot believe the channel really turned 10 years old. But yeah, to anybody that does religiously watch my videos, thank you so much. You guys enjoy the rest of your day.